Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Bomb-ombshell and welcome back to my channel. I know what you're thinking. Bomb-ombshell, it's been 2 weeks since you've made a video and posted it. What is going on? That's what I have to talk to you about today. I'm lazy, and it was Thanksgiving, and I gave myself a get out of video making free pass. So I'm back today, and I'm sorry, I look like a hobo. But it's because I haven't been feeling well. I've been pretty sick the last week. I've been around a lot of kids. Thanksgiving, just a lot of my family members were around, a lot of children, and they were in my face with their crusty, grimy, yucky hands. And I'm just too nice to say something like, "Can you get your kid off of me? I really don't want them touching me." So, I wanted to do a story time for you guys, and I thought, you know, it's been the holidays, and we've been around our families, and it really had me thinking about what it was like growing up for me. And I was terrible. Like, I was the worst child growing up. I was so bad. If there was a thing you could do that would probably get you sent to juvie, I did it. And went to juvie. So this one is about me when I was about 13, and I had very strict parents. I could not do the things that other kids were doing, and they were not unreasonable. Like, it wasn't things that I should have been able to do, it was things that the other kids really should not have been able to do, that I wanted to do too. Because, you know, if they're jumping off a bridge, oh, I'm going. So, growing up, I had a group of friends that lived down the street, and it was 2 guys and a girl, and they did everything that I wanted to do. They were out after dark, they were hanging out playing video games, watching movies that I wasn't allowed to see, just doing the things that I really wanted to do because they were doing it, and they were really cool. Something that they liked to do was get together and hang out at midnight. And 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. Things that now, as a 23-year-old, totally can do. It's not actually that fun. But back then, it was like the holy grail of friends. Like, I had to be friends with them. I had to go to their house and do all these fun things. So, I would sneak out. Like, I would sneak out a lot. And I would go to their house around 1 a.m. usually, when everybody in my house was asleep. I, earlier in the day, would disable the little door chime that would say, "Front door open," and make it not say anything at all so that I could sneak out. I would set it up earlier in the day. I would go to bed with my, you know, jeans and t-shirt already on, makeup already done, and I would sneak out around 1 a.m. So then I would go up the street. It was only like 10 blocks maybe in a neighborhood. Like, it wasn't like down city streets or anything. We were in a very, very nice neighborhood. No one was ever out. No one was ever awake. It wasn't dangerous or anything. But I would go over to their house and I'd hang out with them. You know, we'd have our little wine coolers. We thought we were so cool. And I would stay until around 4 or 5 a.m. and then I would walk back and get back in bed and I'd actually go to sleep. And I usually did this on Saturday nights. But my cousin came and stayed with us for a little while, and it totally threw off my plans. And looking back, he's actually cool enough that I probably could have told him what was going on and it wouldn't have been a big deal. But I didn't think that at the time. Yeah. So I snuck out just like normal. I had everything set. Door chime was disabled. I was out that door. I was going. I was down the street. I was hanging out with my friends. I was having a good time. And it was time to leave. But I lost track of time. And I walked back, and it didn't even occur to me that my cousin left for work probably around 6. And since I had lost track of time and it took me a while to walk back, he had left for work. And that wouldn't be a big deal, but he's really on top of things. And he locked the front door that I went out of, and all the other doors in my house were locked. So now I'm realizing I'm locked out of the house. I'm going to get caught. For the first time ever, I am going to get caught. And I've been doing this for weeks. And so I tell my friend, let's figure out a way to get into the house. I gotta get back in. I'm going to get caught. My parents are going to wake up. I'm not in bed. You know, they're going to notice eventually that I'm not there. And it's, you know, it's Saturday. They're not going anywhere. I'm busted. Help me into the house. So we walk around the house, we're looking for the side door, the back door, all the doors are all locked. Everything is locked. And I look up and I see on the second story, our spare bedroom window is open. And of course, I am not athletic. I could not like shimmy up a drain pipe or anything and get into the room. But I thought, I can climb a ladder into that. So I had my friend help me, and we went to the neighbor house and we stole a ladder off of the man's work van. This is terrible. And I actually knew the people who lived at the house, so I didn't feel too bad about it because like I knew who they were. But we stole the ladder off of the work van. It was one of those ladders that you could extend twice its length to get into like a chimney or like a roof. Like it would go really high. It definitely could get me to the second story. So we extended the ladder. We didn't know how to use a ladder, so we had it tilted a little too steep, and it reached the window, so we had it kind of going right under the ledge of the window. So I start climbing up this ladder, and it's bowing. Like, it's bowing under my weight, because we don't have it laying the correct way, like the right angle, to get into the window without it, like, bowing. So I'm worried it's gonna give out. I'm gonna fall like 2 stories, which I'm sure I'd be okay. It's just onto my deck, but I'd probably hit some furniture on the way down. So I don't really want that to happen, but I keep going. It's like, man, come on, y'all. I gotta get in my house so I can keep sneaking out. Otherwise, they're gonna tighten up on security, and I can't have that. So I get up there, and it was just under the lip of the window. So I'm trying to pull myself in the window, get my knee up. I skinned my knee trying to get in, but I do get in. I leave the room, and my parents wake up. They heard something. It was me. You know, it's kind of early anyway. Like, it's getting close to, like, 7. It probably took us an hour to set this up. So it's getting close to 7. That's usually when my mom wakes up anyway. Everyone is waking up, and I just play it off. Like, oh, hey, yeah, I was getting up early to take a shower. So I'm getting my stuff together, family moves on with life, like, oh yeah, no biggie, you're up, getting a shower, great. And they go downstairs and turn the light on. So now my friend sees the lights coming on inside of the house, and he thinks, oh, we're busted. So he takes off, leaving the ladder leaning against the house. So my parents come downstairs, they go into the kitchen, and from the kitchen there is the side/back door. So you can kind of go onto the deck and hang out on the patio, and there are 2 windows in the kitchen that show out onto the deck. And the window upstairs that I went in lines up perfectly with the door downstairs. So if you open the door, you're gonna see the ladder in your face. Which of course is what happened, because why couldn't it just not be noticed that there was a ladder? Of course, they had to notice the ladder. So my mom sees it and freaks out, thinking that someone tried to break into the house. And she's asking me if I heard anything or I saw anything, and, asking, what time my cousin left and if he had noticed anything, and he said there was nothing there when he had left. Well, my parents are trying to put 2 and 2 together. I was coming from the room that window was open, and I was walking down the hallway around the time that I guess the ladder would have happened, because it wasn't there at 6 when he left, and now it was. So they started asking me about it, and first I totally deny it. I don't know anything about that ladder. I've never seen a ladder before in my life. No, it wasn't me. I did not sneak out. I was not trying to, do anything. What they actually thought, what they were accusing me of, was sneaking out. They thought I was trying to get out of the house. They didn't know that I was trying to get into the house. They thought that maybe a friend of mine had put the ladder there because they didn't think I was strong enough to carry the ladder by myself, which was true. I was not strong enough to carry this giant ladder and set it up against the house by myself. So they thought I had a friend put it there, and that I was going to try to sneak out of the house at 7 a.m. Because that sounds like a thing people want to do. But that's what they thought. I totally denied it, and then they were pressing me and pressing me, and finally my story started kind of falling apart, and I couldn't explain it, and I was kind of shaking. I get the shakes when I'm lying. So I finally told them, yes, I snuck out. I took, Mr. Norris's ladder from 2 houses down. We brought it. I had a friend help me. I tried to get back in. You caught me. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. And I was grounded forever. Like, I'm still grounded. I'm 23. I'm still grounded. Just kidding. But, I wasn't allowed to go anywhere for, I don't know, a month. They upped the security, they put better security. I didn't remember to disable it earlier in the day. It would go off when I came down the stairs. Like, it had like a motion sensor on it, so you had to do it earlier in the day. And it also beeped and chimed and did all kinds of things when you opened the door. And I was still able to disable that as well. So, needless to say, I did still sneak out later. I was not caught again. I did get smarter. I remembered. I never, ever forgot what time my cousin went to work after that, though. Like, for real, I never forgot again. So, I don't know if you guys have any crazy growing up stories or things you did. I don't know if you're a wild child like me. I have many more stories. I will tell you as many as I can without getting myself into terrible amounts of trouble. Some of them my parents don't know. And I know that they'll probably watch this and be like, but I'll share them with you because it's a fun thing to talk about. It's no biggie now that I'm older. It's fun to think back and laugh and think, wow, I really could have waited to do that, or that's not as cool as I thought it was. So, if you have any cool stories, make sure you leave them in the comments below. If you have anything you want me to talk about or try, or you have questions for me, just let me know, because I would love to respond to your questions. I would love to do videos that you guys want to see, and I really just want this channel to be all about you. Like, not about me, about you. Whatever you want to know. I just want to connect with you and share things with you so that you know that you're not alone. You're not the only one that's been through hard times. I've been through many, and I'm going to talk about all of them with you guys. So just know that I love you. I've never met you, but I love you so much. And just leave those comments, leave those likes, and those subscribes if this is more of what you want to see. If you want to see it, let me know. So, if you liked it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to drop a bomb on that subscribe button. Tune in. I will have more videos this week. I'll let you guys know. I will tweet about it. Just check back in. Just give me a day or two, and I'll get a couple videos up and edited, and I'll see you then.